So this is Sumer, the music mogul, the caffeine global, the comic man, the astronomic man, and this is the Mad Mouth Show. Well. Welcome back, all you Chelsea chuckers. You know what time it is. For me, this video is not going to be an exciting one. In fact, I'm fuming, guys. I am so annoyed by the performance that Chelsea put out yesterday. It's very disappointing. After all that Chelsea's been through, this is the result we're getting. It is very devastating. It is very annoying. And the players really need to step it up. The players aren't clinical. They are fucking it up every game. In the past 5 games, we've only got 3 points. And this is a very big mentality problem. For me, right now, the Chelsea players have no mentality, no hunger to win. It's so disappointing to watch them do what they're doing. And of course, it's not just the players, it's even on the manager, because it is Maresca's duty to bring back the squad to where they were at the beginning of the season. And it's very disappointing that he's not able to do it. It's also his responsibility to get them back and get that winning mentality back to them. So now, before we get into the 5 takeaways, you know the drill, guys. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's go. Now, for me, the first takeaway is that the players are not clinical enough in front of the goal. Jackson, there is a problem here. We need to address this and we need to figure out another striker. We need another striker who can just put the ball in the net. Yes, Jackson does a lot of other things very beautifully, where he gets into positions, and even the pass that he gave to Palmer, the way he drove through those 3 to 4 players and gave him that pass, that was excellent. But you cannot miss sitters. If you are going to play as a number 9, you have to finish your dinner. And for me, Jackson, this game could have been 3-0 at halftime. But because of his bullshit, this is what the result is. After being 3-0, Bournemouth would have been under pressure and they would not have scored. 100%. You know, once you go 3-0 up, the other team is going to be under pressure and they will capitulate. But because of Jackson not scoring, the mentality just shifted. And I don't understand. You know, right after Chelsea scores 1 goal, they just gave the game away. This was just like the Fulham performance, where, you know, we scored 1 goal and you feel that you've scored 4. It was so sloppy. They let Bournemouth come in and slowly attack and dominate the game. For me, Jackson, you cannot miss that shit. You cannot miss such easy chances. I think he missed like 3 chances, 1 header, 1 pass from Madueke, and 1 where it hit the goal post. So that is not allowed. You can't get so many chances. And maybe it's time we buy a new striker. Maybe like let Nkunku go to Bayern Munich, and we need to get a new striker. This has to be Chelsea's priority. Now, my second takeaway is Maresca. Yes, he did coach a win, but when your team is struggling during the game, when you can see that defensively you are not able to control the game, you need to adapt. He needs to manage the game well. And maybe the Caicedo as a right wing back doesn't work. Maybe he needs to put Caicedo and Lavia, or, you know, Caicedo and Enzo, and let there be a proper right back. He needs to figure this out. His substitutions are so late in the game that there is no chance for Chelsea to come back. So for me, even Maresca has to take this and change it around. He needs to figure it out. He needs to know that maybe now his tactics aren't working and he needs to figure out a plan B like he did in the first few games of the season. He would make changes at the halftime and we would see the game through. And even the defense, like right now, there's no Fofana, who clearly he relied on Fofana a lot, but we don't have Fofana now, so we need Enzo Maresca really needs to do something about it because this is going to keep going on. It's going to continue, and it's going to be too late again. If Chelsea doesn't get top four, Maresca has to be sacked. There is no question about that. In fact, for me, if we don't win the next game, I'm going to be Maresca out because there's only so much that you can allow him. And it's reached that point. We've only scored 3 points in the last 5 games. That is very disappointing. So Maresca needs to step it up and figure this shit out. Now, of course, Cole Palmer, what a brilliant goal by him, but also it was a beautiful assist by Jackson. Cole Palmer, for me, throughout the game, did pretty decently. In fact, after he got injured, maybe we should have substituted him. But clearly, Maresca didn't see that as a problem. But whatever, big ups to Cole Palmer for that goal. This is my third takeaway. Now, my fourth takeaway is that our wingers are not providing enough. I feel Sancho, yes, he's dribbling, he's giving the passes, but he needs to start scoring goals. I expect a lot more from Sancho. So either you put Sancho on the right or whatever, let him be on the 10 and put Palmer to your right and Felix to your left. Maybe that could help. But the wingers are absolutely not contributing. Even Madueke, yes, he's helping well off the ball, but with the ball, he is being shambolic. He's not able to score and make a difference like he was in the past, in the beginning of the season. What has happened to him? I have no clue. Yes, he gave a good pass to Jackson, which actually was not very easy to score, but Jackson should have scored it. But there has to be much more coming from the wingers. According to me, Sancho, if it's Madueke or even Neto, they need to be contributing a lot more. Even Felix, when he came on, he had like a chance and he could have scored, but there is no output from all the wingers. So I feel this needs to be sorted out by Maresca. Obviously, he needs to figure out and adapt, sort this shit out. Now, for me, my fifth takeaway is it's good to see Reece James back in the squad. Once he came on the field, you could see that, there's a certain kind of calmness, some experience, some mentality where he just came and the game looked much calmer after that. Obviously, even Tosin saved us, but Reece coming on and scoring that free kick was basically what saved Chelsea. So it's good to have the captain back, but I just hope he does not get an injury and the whole story should not repeat itself. But you know what, even Sanchez, the way he gave the ball away, for me, we need a new goalkeeper as well, because he makes good saves, but then he acts like such a bozo, and that is not acceptable. So for me, this needs to be sorted out, and the Chelsea board needs to figure this shit out because they are not getting it completely right. There is a lot of issues that need to be solved. So these are my 5 takeaways from the game where Chelsea drew against Bournemouth, where we should have won actually, guys. It's like the same Fulham game repeating itself all over again. So I'm very disappointed by this, and hopefully now Maresca does some shit about it, and figures out a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, because that's what he's getting paid for. So he better fucking step it up and bring Chelsea back to winning games. So I'm gonna end the stream now. You know the drill, guys. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Adios, take care. See you soon.